time.
I just saw the movie Roar that's playing as part of the Fantasia International Film Festival. It's a truly unique film in cinema history. It has been previously unreleased because it's very controversial, partially because it's somewhat poorly made and also because several people were mauled during the making of the film. It's set in Africa. This guy who studies, the scientist, who studies big cats and tigers, and so he has this house on the water and there's literally every imaginable species of large cat you can imagine, primarily lions, but tigers, leopards, black panthers, cheetahs, all living in this giant thing. I don't know how many cats there were, but I would guess about several dozen. It's somewhat horrifying, not because of the story or anything like that, just the fact that you have this relatively small set with huge cats kind of roaming about, untrained. A lot of situations that were clearly dangerous. You have a lot of discomfort amongst actors, whether or not they're actually in fear or in present danger. You can imagine the kind of strain that you'd be under if you're surrounded by these incredibly powerful animals. I don't know if it's a good film. It's definitely one worth seeing, especially if you could see it with an audience, just because it's exceptional in film history. They're never going to make a movie like this again. It was already a miracle that they completed it. It also has kind of this new age environmental bent where they're basically making the film to protect these animals, and I guess that's admirable. And I think everyone involved basically said after the fact it was a bad idea. I definitely recommend the movie, even though it doesn't have a very good story, doesn't have very good characters, doesn't always make sense, it's a bit of a broad comedy, but it's incredibly unique and is super fun, super weird, and a little horrifying.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.